This exercise is a movement for external rotation of the hip and is going to really challenge the deep capsule tissues in the bum. Okay, this isn't the working side, it'll be on the left side. All right, I'm laying on my left side here, so let's just go over a few things. So first thing is we're going to straighten out our top leg, okay? And we're going to firmly press it into the floor. If you feel any stress on the knee, you can just put a yoga block under your knee so you're pressing in with the thigh rather than the foot. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring our bottom leg up like so the knee is directly out in front of the hip. Okay. And the other thing that's really important with the setup is we want to make sure that when we exhale, we feel that the oblique is active and the rib is pulled up off the floor. So we kind of have this little tunnel, like we could drive a toy car underneath or put our iPhone underneath. Now, it's not this. You're not lifting actively or flexing the lat into the floor. It just happens with an exhale. So if I pull up my shirt here, you breathe in, exhale. And by exhaling forcefully, your oblique will turn on and close down this side, so the rib's going to come down to the hip and lift up off of the floor. Once you have that position, we can go into the car. If I look at you from the top, I should see that the hips are stacked and we're not rolled back and we're not too rolled forward. So the hips are stacked. Oftentimes you're not going to roll forward. If anything, we're going to cheat and roll backwards. It's going to make it easier, but we want to get into the really deep fibers of the hip, especially where it attaches right by your torso. So rolling the hip forward is going to help with that, and pushing the leg into the floor. From here, you're going to exhale and pick up the rib cage. And now we can go into our capsule car. So we're going to drive this knee into the floor and we're going to externally rotate the hip, holding and slowly down. And we would just repeat that for the desired amount of reps. Exhale every time you lift to make sure that rib stays off of the floor so the obliques are active the whole time. We're not collapsing. And down. We can close the gap by actively pushing this leg into the floor. And down. Perfect. And a few common mistakes that people will make is as they start to lift their foot, they lift the knee. Okay? We don't want to lift the knee in this case, so we want to leave it firmly pressed into the floor and just lifting the leg by externally rotating through the hip. Another common mistake is people will do something funny with the foot like this. It's not that it's wrong, but I just don't want to see any compensations, so try and leave the foot flat. And when you get to this end range, your first sticky point, you're really trying to exhale to pull through it, so you're feeling all of this stuff in the deep part of the groin. And come down.